Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So for today's meditative session, I saw like fire, a lot of wand energy. I'm getting like, and I also saw like horses running. So I feel like there's like, I don't know, like freedom, right? Like the horse card is freedom is yours, I'm pretty sure. So I feel like it's like something to do with like divine inspiration, divine like energy. I want to say like there's something here like the divine's helping you with this like energy of kind of getting you up and and moving you. But it's like you've been up already. It's not like getting you up. It's like you've been up already, but it's like moving you in the right direction. But like again, this is like this week is all about potential. It's like there was like many horses running around, right? And it's like you have the it's like the potential of knowing like you have so many options. That's what I want to say. Like you have so many possibilities for you. It's not just like, you know what I mean? It's not just like one path. There's so many. Like freedom, right? Freedom is like first it's like free will, right? Like you have the free will to choose like what it is that you desire, right? And that's divine, right? Like we have our own, we can choose our own destiny. We can choose our own path. We can choose whichever way we want to go, right? But it's like you're ignited with the thought of like they're igniting you. It's like someone threw like a torch and like lit you up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but not in like, not like you're burning like in a way like it hurts. You're burning in a way like inspiration. I think maybe like right now it's like a really good time for creative projects, but it's more than that. It's like the freedom of knowing, again, like the potential. Like you have all these ways that you could go right now. It's like you get to choose where you go, which is divine, right? Like that free will. So yeah, Gemini, that's what I got for your meditative session. Let's pull some cards and see what we get. I feel like this Ace of Wands with the Knowledge card, I mean, we have a 9, right? And then we have the 10. So I feel like there's been some sort of completion, right? And then we're like starting off again, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it's like these weird energies of like the end, but is it really the end? Is this the new beginning? Like it's kind of like this conflict, right? Of like, where are we in time? But that's an ego thing, right? So just go by how you feel. And right now we have really good energy. We have the 9 for knowledge and we have the 1, right? So it's like 9, 10, 1, right? We have 22. I mean, I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling the numbers. So with the knowledge card, I feel like this is that like divine bow being shot at you, right? And this is where it's coming from. You see it's coming from his hand. It's coming from here. Like it's coming from within, right? It's coming from like this divine knowledge is coming from within you, right? I feel like the question I want to ask is like, well, what is the knowledge? Like, what did this person learn, right? I feel like for all of you, it's going to be different, right? But I think the new cycle or like the part that we need to understand right now is like, yes, like we've learned a lot in the old cycle, right? But I feel like what this reading is more about is like, what's the potential of the new one, right? Like you know how we have like these 9s and 10s? It's like, I think these first 4 cards want to like express to you this potential for the new, right? For all this new that's about to come into your life, right? And I feel like you know, and do you see this person like stepping off, like stepping into the like they're about to go through some sort of portal, right? And they have the intuition card. It's like you've been being led in this direction this entire time. Do you know, like a year or two ago when shit wasn't working out and you were like really upset because it was like blockage after blockage, and it's like, well, I can't go this way, I have to like move, and I have to go I have to, you know what I mean? It's like things have been all leading up to, I feel like, here, right? And we have like the end, and it's like, yeah, you have been through like a lot of shit, but what they want you to know is like, it's like the potential for this new beginning, right? It's like the freedom of like these options. It's like maybe this has all happened, right? Because of like your intuition, because of your knowledge, right? Because of your belief, like because of the moves that you've made. And it's like, it's more than that. It's like you're being called to go somewhere, right? This is all led up to like this moment of you going in the direction that you're supposed to go in. And I feel like you're like looking at the portal, because it's swords energy, right? So it's like, it's mental. It's like, I don't know. It's like, are you really there? Like, is this really it? Like, did I make it? Like, did I complete what I had to complete? Like, did I do the lessons the right way? Like, did I go deep as I need to go? Did I go through the dark night? You know what I'm saying? It's like a questioning of like, shit, it's like, are we really here? Like, is this really about to start? Like, did I really make it to this part of my life? I think things could possibly be like actually working out for you, right? But I think, you know, like the life is like an ebb and flow. Things like come and go, like things are high and then they're low. I don't know. Oh my God. Sometimes I start to rhyme and it's so weird. Sorry guys. It's like, it's just a knowing though, like of where you've been. I feel like this knowledge is like knowing, right? It's like more of a knowing, but that's also intuition. So yeah, it's just a beautiful energy that divine wants to give to you, right? The divine wants to like grant you this, like you've done it yourself. Like you're there in the field running, and then they're just gonna like throw this bow, right? And it's gonna hit you and you're gonna light up, right? I've been getting like that energy of like the divine like taking you and making making you glow up, right? But yeah, it's like the evolved form of you, right? Like you've been through all this and like you're ready to like step through. And I think it's like once you walk through this portal, or once you walk through this like new beginning, or once you start this, right? Like it's like, yeah, your intuition led you there, right? But I think it's like as you approach the door, there's some sort of hesitation, right? There's some sort of like, remember I was like, you're at the door, but you're like, you can't really believe it. And that's the hesitation. And it's doubt and fear, right? It's like doubt. I feel like it's doubt and fear. Yeah. It's like things didn't work out in the past. Like I have the 3 Pentacles in reverse. It's like those seeds that I sowed didn't pan out, right? And the 4 Cups in reverse. It's like, I feel like this has to do with like, I mean, this card usually has to do with like self-reflection, right? And I feel like it's like again what I said, it's like, did you do enough reflection? Like did I do the work right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you're tapping into some of my, like I feel like this sometimes, like did I do like all the work that I was supposed to do? Like did I get as deep as I need to go? Like, you know what I mean? Did I cry as much as I had to cry? Like did I do it? Like is this enough? Like is there more? Like it's like a questioning, it's a doubt, it's a fear. I don't know if I'm the only one, but that's how I'm seeing this. It's like thinking about the past and like how things didn't work out, and it's like leaving you right before the portal, like scared, right? Like, oh, like, am I really ready to go through this? Like, have I really evolved and changed? But I feel like you have, like with the King and Queen here, like lit up. It's like, yeah, you had to, right? Because like once this hits you, you do glow up. So I feel like there is a brief moment of hesitation for everyone, like where it's like we're sitting in this doubt and we're sitting in this like, have I really done the work? Like, but with the knowledge and the intuition, I feel like again, there's so many confirmations that you have that like that you are like ready to like step through, right? Like step through this, right? Something my sister said that's so chill, because I'm like I'm worried about my own decisions and like, am I headed in the right way? And like, am I doing enough? Like, this is like, I feel like a lot of me. And she said something like, she was like, you know, even if you make the wrong choice, it's still like you had to learn the lesson, right? Like if you make the wrong choice, it's because you didn't learn the lesson the first time, right? So you have to kind of learn it. You're gonna have to learn it. So either way that you go, it's like you're gonna have to learn something. Like, I don't know, like, she was so chill about it, and it's like so funny to me, because like I think like us, this energy that we have is like we're stepping through the door, but then there's like this moment of like fear and doubt, and like I'm gonna tell you what my sister told me. It's like it doesn't matter, like once you step through this door, right, like you have acquired the knowledge and the intuition to continue on, right? You are like ready, right, for this like beginning. And I strongly feel like you are. You have this divine like wand being bestowed upon you, right? This inspiration, this like drive, this energy, this freedom, right? It's like, it's so hyped, it's so amazing, like we're ready to go. And then what happens is like this fear and this doubt, right? Of like, did I really do all the work? Like, am I ready? I'm still holding like shit from this time. I'm still feeling like insecure about this. Like, no, like we're not perfect, but like I think, yes, we are ready, right? We are ready. And then we have the King and Queen of Fire. I mean, the King of Fire was at the bottom of the deck, right? And I feel like the scribe is somehow connecting them. But then I feel like we have Devil energy at the bottom of the deck. And that's why I felt the same thing with Taurus. It was like this, like, I don't want to call it that because I feel like it's such a powerful word for it, but it's like temptation, right? Like this energy that I'm not really feeling. I was like, I don't want to see this card, and I am. And I knew I was going to see it. And this has to do with like the completion of a cycle, right? But is it that you think that you haven't completed the cycle? Because it's like so many like cards about the completion of a cycle in reverse, but then it's with the Devil energy. So I feel like it's just an energy, like a temptation. Like the Nine of Pentacles in this deck to me is like the Devil. It's temptation. It's like, and I feel like it's like they're making you question, like, but like, am I really ready to go? Am I really ready for this end of the cycle? And I don't know what this communication is. I don't even know if it's communication. I just feel like that's this energy. Remember I said I'm like seeing them like shoot an arrow at you? Isn't that like kind of like the Eight of Wands? Like they're shooting it towards you, right? They're shooting like this divine energy at you, this like chance to start new, the chance to like start a new cycle, the chance to have like that wand energy, like the divine with you, but not only with you and like, you know, this is like inspiration. This is like energy, right? This is like, when I think of wand energy, I think of energy. I think of like, not emotion, that's cup. I think of, I don't know why I wanted to say emotion. I feel like it's just really like inspiration, right? Like the freedom to know that I have all this potential, right? That's divine, right? Like knowing that we have this full potential to do anything that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like be a different person, like set out and change, like set out and not in fear. Like it's a really powerful energy that they're trying to bestow upon you, right? But then it's like, again, this like energy of like, did I really complete this? Am I really ready? Did I like, you know what I mean? It's this doubt, it's fear. And it's what's kind of like at the back of your mind before you walk through the door. And that's like definitely the energy this week with all the signs. It's like, there's something, every sign is getting something about potential. So it's just coming out in different ways, right? But yeah, you guys are ready. I see you guys are ready. Let's see with this King and Queen of Fire though. There's something here that is like connecting the King and Queen of Fire, right? There's something here that's connecting these two people. And I feel like it has to do with the scribe. This could be like a spiritual connection, right? Like a divine connection. Like, do you know sometimes like, I feel like with spiritual connections to somebody, like I feel like there's telepathy. Like there's some sort of energetic vibe that like the other person can read and like they can respond. But there's something here that's like kept these two people in suspension, like kept these two people like, I want to say like separated, right? Like, I want to say like there's like the scribe is connecting them, but the same way that they're connected, they're separated. I don't feel like these two people, like, it's not that I don't know if they know each other or not. It's more of like, I don't know if these people like are in each other's presence at this time. Maybe it's the end of the cycle with this person, you know? Because with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands, I feel like there's been some sort of suspension. There's been some sort of like stagnancy, right, between these two people. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands, it kind of just makes me feel like there's some sort of interference. And I don't mean like interference like, yeah, we have this like tricky devilish energy, right? But I feel like interference like vibration wise, right? Like if you're not at this person's vibration, right? Because you see here where we have like two different vibes, but they're both cups, but they're different, right? We have a Queen of Cups in reverse and we have the Knight of Cups upright. So it's like two people that are not on the same vibration, right? And they're like being suspended, okay? And then it's like, what comes next? I feel like maybe a separation for these two people, because with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, like both in reverse, I feel like these two people are not on the same energetic level and they have to be suspended. They have to be stopped. Like there's like a brief, like a moment where these people are not supposed to be in each other's lives. You know, like when you get separated from someone and you have to do work, right? I think that there is a suspension of two people, right? There's a suspension of like, are these two people, like, you know, like I think at one point these two people were an energetic match. These two people were on the same level. They were on the same frequency. And in some fashion, like things got imbalanced, right? So they're pulled apart and put into hangman mode, right? Two people like had to separate from one another to learn lessons, right? But I see with Justice in reverse and the High Priestess, it's like, I think you kind of have some sort of like notion that, I think that, this is what I think like you guys might be going down this door and there's not only a pause about like fear and doubt, but there's a pause of like, is this the end of the cycle with this person? Like if I walk out this door, is this the end of this cycle? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I have these two cards, right? Explaining to me like a little bit of like the fears that's going on, right? And I'm thinking like at the other end of the store is like this relationship. But what I'm seeing with Justice in reverse and the High Priestess is like an Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like, this is not something that's at the end of this portal. Like, yes, you are going to go towards your Ten of Cups. You're leaving to go towards your Ten of Cups, right? But what you're afraid of is the end of this like cycle with this person. I feel like what you're afraid of, like the last piece of like at first I thought that you were going into the portal and walking towards like through this door, through this change, and walking towards this person that's going to meet you on the other way, like this true pair that's been connected but divided, right, at the same time. And it's like connected and divided by the scribe, right? And the scribe is knowledge, right? So there's something in between these people that is like leaving them separate, and I think it has to do with their own like their own way of thinking. Like there's a separation caused by these two people's like conflict with one another. There's conflict with one another. There's imbalance in this situation. So they're pulled apart, right? But they're still like on each other's mind, right? And I feel like with the Ace of Cups in reverse and Justice in reverse with the High Priestess, it's like, I think you guys know that this is the end of this cycle with this person. I think you know that like this is something like, this is the reason that there's that hesitation. Like, yes, there's all these things, but it's like, is this really the end of this cycle? Like, this is the devil, right? Like, this is the tempting energy. Like, is it really the end of the cycle? Like, is it the end of the cycle with this in reverse? It's like, are you really ready to step out? Are you really ready to like go on your path? And it's like with the High Priestess, I think you do know that it's like time, right? And it's like, you're headed towards your Ten of Cups. You're leaving. You're like out of the situation. And what you have to leave behind, I feel like, is like the person that you like thought was your son, right? Like the person that you thought like you couldn't leave because you're like, is this person not supposed to be on their way with me? Like, isn't this person like part of my Ten of Cups? Like, if I walk through this door, this person's getting left behind. And I think that is that is like the devil energy tempting you as well. It's like, but is this really the end of the cycle? Like, are you sure that you're going to leave this person behind? Like, I think you know that once you walk through this portal, the energetic, like there's a decision you're making to walk this way, right? And it might be like in the opposite direction of this person. And I think that's what you're fearful about. It's like, yeah, for the next level, for me to like have this freedom, it comes with the freedom of like walking. Do you see how like they look like they're like a bird kind of together? It's like you're flying away from this situation. Like you're moving in the, it's so funny because they're facing this way and the cards are over here. Do you know what I'm saying? They're looking in the other direction. Like you're literally like leaving and looking in another direction, and you're fearful that like you're leaving behind your son. You're fearful that you're leaving behind like something that you thought was part of this 10 of Cups. That's where the like hesitation is coming from. It's like, not only are you hesitant about like things that haven't worked out in the past, the fear, the doubt, right? The like self, like I want to say like the regrets, right? We have like these regrets, and it's like in your head, I think that you thought that this person was coming with you, right? I think that you thought that like at the end of this 10 of Cups, I'm going to be like kind of with this person. Like, I think we're both going through the spiritual evolution together. But what I'm seeing from this is like, you're both not. Like, there isn't, like, there won't be any, like, I just feel like with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Justice in reverse, it's like there's no coming together of this. And with the High Priestess, it's like, and you see how she's like a paper in her hand? I feel like it's like, that's the deal. Like, that's just the way, like, that's just, that is like, it's not the way it is. It's not like that. It's like, it's not even that. I don't know if it's a contract. It's just like, you're not, this new path, they can't come with you. Like, your 10 of Cups is this way. And I think like that's what's keeping you from the last step of leaving, right? Damn, Gemini. Let's see if we have advice for you. Yeah, guys. So Aries also got 39, Moth Spirit, surrender now. I think surrender now means like, I think the cards are exactly as they say. Like, sometimes there's more meanings to these cards, and sometimes I think it's exactly what it is. And it's like, with surrender now, it's like, remember in the beginning I was talking about like there's ways that you can go, but like all you're seeing is this vast potential that you have. That's what they want you to see. Like, if you surrender now, you're going to understand the potential. And if you don't if you don't understand it, like, I feel like you do, because you have the knowledge in the High Priestess. It's like you understand it, and you're like seeing the potential, right? It's just fear before you walk through the door, right? But with surrender now, it's like Spirit has, you know, everything kind of mapped out. Surrender to Spirit, surrender to the divine. Look, Spirit has a plan. 35. It's like surrender to this, surrender to it. Like, surrender to the knowledge that you have, the inner knowing, right? The knowledge, the intuition, the High Priestess, like the knowing that maybe this can't come into the next cycle. This is the end of this, right? And it's not like time for a deep dive. Like, that's saying to you, like, deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from greater self-knowledge is what you need right now to understand a situation or a relationship. You are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what's best for you right now, but there is knowledge that you are not aware of great treasure to discover. You're being led to something greater, right? You're being led by Spirit. And like, I want to put it in like this direction, right? Like, the 10 of Cups, the people are facing like this way, and this relationship is this way. And with like surrender now and Spirit has a plan, I don't think you can see the plan, but like Spirit is illuminating to the fact, like, if you surrender, this like wand energy, this divine like inspiration, this divine like, I want to say energy, right, is going to like empower you to not be afraid to move, right? And like understand that Spirit has the plan, and also like to understand that, to ask yourself those hard questions of like, why you feel like, you know what I mean? It's a lot about this relationship, but it's like why you have this fear, like why are you afraid to close out the cycle, kind of, right? Like why are you afraid to, like, why are you afraid to not take this with you? Like, why does this have to come with you in the next cycle? Do you know what I'm saying? They're saying that you have the deeper, like something, like dive deep. I feel like there's more coming for you. Like there's stuff beneath the surface that you can't yet see. That's another thing. So it's like your 10 of Cups is this way, and I feel like intuitively you know, and Spirit is giving you the knowledge to understand that you have to move in this direction. And I feel like you're still kind of like, it doesn't matter what your understanding of this person is. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I feel like you want to understand every single thing, like about why this person's not going, and it's like, maybe they have their own their own path. Like maybe they have to do more work. Like we don't know like the answers for this person, but we just know that like you're meant to move in this direction. So yeah, Gemini, I hope that you guys love this. I mean, I hope that you guys resonate with this reading. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.